So today we're going to be doing an athletics rebuild. We're literally going to try to turn this team around as quickly as possible. They are seeming to be in like a sell mode, which is super weird. Sell mode. I don't get it. They've been pretty successful. I don't know if they're trying to just start fresh from scratch because they feel like they can't keep hold of Chapman and Olsen. I don't know if they're just kind of planning to start fresh and relocate. I know the owner just doesn't like spending money. I know he's been rumored to just be pretty cheap. So that's probably the case. So today, what we're going to do is we're going to clear house. We're going to start fresh and we're going to rebuild them. I hope you enjoyed. If you do, hit that thumbs up down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and enjoy the content. And of course, in the comment section, what video next? Let me know what you guys think. So, guys were asking for the roster. It'll be in the vault tonight as this video does go live. It'll be under my name. So if you just search my name, it'll be there. I'm pretty sure there still are a couple moves that aren't 100% accurate. Like I'm missing a couple signings or maybe a couple contracts are a little bit iffy. But for the most part, it's up to date, except for like maybe a couple signings here and there. And if they are, it's a couple minor league signings. So there you guys go. Also follow the Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff. You know the deal. It's down below. If you missed the video from earlier, go check that out as well. It was a good one. It was a good one. You guys will like it for sure. Alrighty, so here we go. Let's do this. Let's get through the season. We don't really have a good pick, but what I'm going to do here is I am going to get some good scouts. So we should be good now. We're good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get to the draft like I normally do. I'm going to turn down the trade slider and we're just going to get into a draft. We're going to see how things go and see if we can get a good pick for us. If not, what we'll do is we'll just head into the offseason and start making some moves. All right, looking at this, we got around 70 mil to play with, a little bit less or a little bit more than 70 mil. At the same time, we will need a first baseman and we will need a third baseman because I'm going to be trading Matt Chapman as well as Matt Olsen. Probably Laureano too. Not really sold on Laureano. Maybe keep Sean Murphy because he's one of the better catchers to have in franchise. So Olsen, Laureano, and Chapman probably getting traded. So I have to wait until arbitration goes through for that to happen though. So free agency, I'm kind of gonna be a little cheap. Maybe do something a little bit different. Let's see, what's Castellanos up to? How much does he want? A lot, I would assume. 10 mil is not bad. Like that's actually pretty good. I'm kind of in on that. We do need a shortstop. Elvis Andrus is not the answer. We'll need a third baseman. I could acquire one through the trade. First baseman, I can acquire one through the trade. So really, it's just let's just find some pieces to fill the holes. In the meantime, I will need starting pitching too, because I'll probably trade at least one or two of those. So, what do we want to do here? Maybe Kayla. How much does he want? Like 2 years, 11. All right, we'll do 12 and a half. That's a lot of money. Let's go with him. Normally he wants 9. It's because his potential went up. Man, that's tough. Okay, so where do we go from here then? Because I don't really want to spend a lot of money. That's the thing. We might just have to make trades then. All right, let's bring in him for a season. He normally doesn't want much. 4 mils, nothing. Let's go there. Let's go with Brock Holt's usually good for a year. We'll go 4.5. Let's see. Correa doesn't make sense. Honestly, none of these shortstops really do. I'm actually kind of okay spending 10 mil on Castellanos. That's really not a lot of money for someone who's gonna be good. You know what I mean? I feel like that's not bad. 10 mil there. 11 mil, whatever, 12 mil. He's gonna get more in real life, you know? So like, let's put up a little bit. Let's just make it 12. Let's just make it 12 for 3 and we'll go there. And then I think pitching wise, maybe I'm just going to be boring and do a 1-year deal with Michael Pineda. We'll go 13 there and we leave it for now and just see what other names start to become available in free agency. I feel like that's the move because we're also going to make some bigger trades with Olsen, Chapman, Laureano, probably Sean Manaea as well. So like we'll have those deals made. So it's like we'll get players there. So let's leave it with those moves that we've done so far. And I think I lose somebody in the 40-man or the Rule 5 draft, but I can't remember who exactly. That's kind of a tough part. So the only one that hasn't signed is Michael Pineda. I mean, it's not too bad. I'm also kind of interested in Wilmer Flores. Just like a versatile piece. 10 mil? That's a lot. I'm going to wait. I'm going to hold off on that. Otherwise, I think we've kind of done some decent business. let's leave it for now. See what happens. Arbitration goes through. James Krapilian doesn't want the contract that we offered him. If that's the case, I mean, I'm okay with letting him walk. He wasn't really good either. So it looks like he did sign. Okay, so let's see what else we got going on here. Taylor Williams, Hoyt, kind of holding his rating, but at the same time, he's not. So we'll offer him a contract anyways. Gregory Soto, I do want 2 years. I'll give him $2 million. Get that lefty reliever. Amir Garrett will pass this time. Reese McGuire's available. Aramis Garcia is actually supposed to be on the Reds. So Reese McGuire, let's get him into the team. $2 million as well, or $3 million. Super cheap. So we've got a decent catcher we can turn to if Sean Murphy doesn't do well. Or we just have a backup catcher and maybe a DH situation too. So that's decent. Ryan McBroom, Ruff. There's a lot of names that are becoming available in free agency right now. I might do a little shopping right now. Like Wilmer had a really good year, so I'm kind of in on that. There's a lot of names. That became available. Holy cow. Let's see. Like going through them all. I mean, like if you just look through them, I know you guys weren't able to see a lot of them, but like there's some names that usually perform pretty well. Looks like Harold Ramirez isn't getting brought back by the Cubs. Let's see, what do we got here? Not terrible. Not terrible to bring in someone like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in, let's see, what do we got? Jankowski or Ramirez? Let's bring in Ramirez. Probably going to be cheaper. Less than $1 million. 1-year deal. Super cheap. And Victor Reyes, I think I'm out on that one. Infielder, he didn't really do well, did he? But what if I just face him versus righties? Do I need that? Do we need players that hit righties well? We still have Josh Harrison for some reason. We shouldn't. Did Josh Harrison go somewhere or did he retire? I can't remember now. Let's take a look. Josh Harrison is currently a free agent. So technically he's supposed to be a free agent. Would I have brought him back? If he's going to hit like this, probably. I probably would have. Tony Kemp. Maybe I'll leave it with those offers right here. We'll leave it for right now. We'll see what we can get in the Rule 5 draft, or if we lose anybody in the Rule 5 draft, I'm going to take him. He can be a decent little DH for us. All right, so the rumor is Matt Olson. Everybody thinks he's going to the Yankees. So if the Yankees want him, who am I going to take from the Yankees to make this deal happen? Joey Gallo is a possibility. I looked at a couple different pitchers as well. Realistically, if we're going pitchers, Davy Garcia could be one that they look towards bringing in. If they're looking to go cheap, they're trying to rebuild maybe their farm system, things like that. You know, a Davy Garcia, Clark Schmidt, maybe Luis Eel. You know, all those the names, prospects. Could you get a shortstop like a Peraza or a Volpe? You know, things like that. So it'd be interesting. A name that I want though, Aaron Judge. He does become a free agent in real life this season, as in like 22-2 going into 2023. He's just too good to pass up. That would be, we can move Castellanos to left field, put Judge in right field, and then we could just trade for a center fielder, which I think would be a smart move. I think that's probably the best move that we could do. I mean, we could get Stanton. We could get Joey Gallo. We could get a shortstop in Gleyber Torres, who normally does well. If you give him a couple years, he sorts things out. He starts hitting the baseball. We could get a pitcher as well, which maybe that's the move. Getting 1 or 2 pitchers, figuring that out, and then going from there. Ooh. Let's see. Who do we have outside of this year? I mean, maybe that is the move. Getting like Davy Garcia. And then maybe, can we get Gleyber? We can get both of them. That might be better than just getting Judge, and then maybe just try to get Judge in free agency if he becomes available. I'm going to take that deal. I'm going to take this deal. It's a little bit different than normal, but I'm going to do it. And then I need to get rid of Matt Chapman. Matt Chapman, what's a team that needs a third baseman, man? The Rays, I mean, could use one. The Blue Jays could use one. Technically, if they wanted to move maybe Biggio to second base or something like that. So there's that. Who else? Who else is a team that's like kind of starting to compete? The Mariners, if they wanted to trade within the division, or the Mets. The Mets is an interesting one, actually. Yeah, we could do that and just take Brandon Nimmo off their hands, but the budget is the issue with them. So, okay, maybe the Mets aren't a trade that I can make. The Phillies? Alec Boehm is giving people questions, and I'll take Alec Boehm. Let's see, who else do they have that I could take from? Honestly, I'll take Alec Boehm from them, and they can have Matt Chapman. Boom, trade straight up. And then who else becomes a free agent here soon? Bassett and Manaea? Let's just get some different pitchers. Different pitchers. Who needs starters that also trying to compete? You know what I mean? I'm trying to get teams here that maybe like the Cardinals. Who could I take from the Cardinals? Let's see. Who else? Let's see. Let's steal from the Giants. What can I steal from the Giants? I don't really know, to be honest. The Red Sox, maybe? I also kind of want to try to compete this year, though. So maybe I hold on to my pitchers, see what happens, and then just take it from here. Let me get the lineup sorted, and then we'll see what we have. All right, I'm going to give the Dodgers James Caprillion for Brusdar Gratterall. I need relievers, so I think that actually helps us out pretty well. I'm going to trade Mikey White and Laureano for JD Martinez, Danny Duffy, and Brian Mata. I definitely could get more for this, but I'm thinking I could definitely get more for this. That's what I'm thinking. What could I get? Cedric Mullins. That gives me a leadoff guy for the future. We've got Castellanos, Cedric Mullins. Ooh, I'm kind of in on that one. Ooh, hold on. Brian Reynolds isn't too far off. Can I get this deal done? I mean, I feel like I get Nimmo so much that, man, now I'm trying to think of like what could I get here? Let's see. I'm trying to think. Wait, did the Mariners not have anybody? Hold on. Did I see that right? No, they have plenty. Okay. The Astros don't have a center fielder, but like, I don't know. I feel like we're good there. I don't know. I don't really want to take Springer's contract on. Oh, this is tough. Do I need a lefty bat? Hold on. I might. Not really. I don't know what to do now. I feel like I need to get rid of Laureano. Do I trade him for pitching? Do I like package him with somebody else and just get like a really good pitcher? Like a John Means? Or do I just go for that center fielder and then not have to worry about getting a center fielder for the rest of the rebuild? That might be the move. Just get a center fielder and not have to worry about it for the rest of the rebuild. So instead, I'm going to go for one that I normally don't get because I feel like I've been getting Mullins, Brian Reynolds so often. So instead, I might stay within the division. I might go Kyle Lewis and then maybe try to snag a reliever from them. Let's see, who can I get? Munoz never does well. Castillo, I don't have faith in him. Can I get him? Almost. All right, you can have Buddy Reed. All right, there we go. That's not a bad deal. It's not a bad deal there. Okay, Kyle Lewis slots in center. We get an extra reliever, which we did need because AJ Puck was in our bullpen. There it is. There's the words. And then now we're kind of looking a lot better. Like a lot better. The lineup could use a little bit more tweaking. But for the most part, I feel like we're looking pretty good. I feel like this is probably our strongest lineup. So something like this. Definitely not a playoff team. But like the bench isn't bad. A little well-rounded. We got hitters all over the place. Let me see. Contract extensions. I'm not really interested in giving anybody an extension because I might trade them at the deadline if we're not doing well. So I think we've got our lineup kind of sorted here. Yeah, I think we do. I think I'm going to leave it. That's the squad. That's everything. That's all we've done. Let's see where we're at. Regular season, 21st. I didn't expect much better. Let's get into it. All right, at the deadline, I kind of forgot to mention the players that I drafted last year. So let me do that. Let me do that for you. Draft. So we had. Ooh, hold on. Now I gotta find him. So round 1 was this guy. Not great. Round 2 was the big one. Let me find him. It was this guy, Daryl Faust. That was our big pick from this past draft. I'll show you the draft picks that we got in this 2022 draft because there were 2 good ones. That was really about it. But it's trade time. I need to get rid of a couple players. First one, Chris Bassett, just needs to go. It becomes a free agent. Sean Manaea, how much does he want for like a 2-year extension? That's what I'm thinking here. Like a 2-year deal, about 14 mil. I feel like if I'm going to pay 14 mil, I want it to be a little bit higher than an 83 overall. Like, he's having a great year, but I feel like we're probably... Is he a free agent too? Montas becomes a free agent the year after. What about Paul here? Arbitration. Okay. Pineda's not doing well. Just nobody's really doing well. Pitching-wise. So, I don't want to sit there. Okay, so let's see who's available on the block. Who's available on the block? I need pitching. I don't really need offense. That's the issue. So we might just have to go. Actually, Cal Quantrill is usually a pretty good pickup. I'll take a Cal Quantrill for Chris Bassett, and then maybe like a Zach Irwin. Deal. You got yourself a deal. I'm gonna take Sean Manaea as well, and let's see who else we can get. Let's see. We have, what about Josiah Gray? I'm trying to win like kind of soon though, so like Wade Miley. How's Alzolay doing? Not great. Castillo. Do I take a shot on Luis Castillo? Normally doesn't do well. I kind of feel like, let's see. We'll take a shot on Luis Castillo here. And Pineda is a free agent at the end of the year. You know what? Maybe we just take all the Reds pitchers. Is that the move? We just take all the Reds pitchers? Maybe give them like that. Test it out, right? Might as well. We get arbitration for a year with some of them. I think that's pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now I have an extra pitcher. I mean, we can make Davy Garcia a long reliever, which would help us out a little bit. Bullpen, I'm going to leave alone. Offensively, you know, our first baseman options aren't doing fantastic. Josh Harrison is starting to fall off, so let's just go out and get somebody. Just take all the Reds. Is that what we're doing here? We're just gonna take all the Reds. Nah, I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. Let's get. Ooh, I don't know. Let's see here. Who's available to pick up? That wouldn't be a bad idea. I don't know. I think second base is one of those where we just kind of wait and see who becomes available. Maybe we could just take Nicky Lopez. There's got to be someone here that isn't doing well that we can trade to make this possible. Harold Ramirez. Nicky Lopez for Harold Ramirez. There we go. We're actually kind of moving a lot of pieces here. So that's our second baseman. Center field's good. Seth Beer still progressing a little bit. I have faith. Castellanos, Murphy. Definitely need a new DH. Third base, we'll work with it. And then a left fielder is a must. And then pitching wise, you know, we just kind of move some pieces over here. You know, kind of shift this around a little bit. Maybe make Davy Garcia the long reliever for now. See how he develops. And then the bullpen's a mess too, but I'm not going to stress about it right now. Lineup, like I said, I feel like for right now, I think we're okay after all those moves. We could get somebody. What I'll do is I'll just do this. We'll just go Aledmys Diaz. You get a 1-year deal here. You can join the team for a little bit. And I think that might be it. I think we're pretty good there. We'll leave it there for the season. I feel like that was some good wheeling and dealing. And then we should actually have quite a bit of money. We're 40 mil right now. We're about to lose Elvis Andrews' contract. Potentially a couple others as well. We should have a lot of money to play with at the deadline. So I think we're set now. Let me just make sure we're not going to lose anybody in free agency that I would want to. Yeah, I feel like that's pretty good. I think that's it. Let's just leave it there. I'll let the CPU pick the lineup. We're not doing well. Let's get into season 2. So yeah, 78 and 84. So I mean, it was an okay season. Cole Irving though had a really good year pitching. So did Castellanos hitting. So I feel like we got the right move in Castellanos. Awards, a Silver Slugger. Okay, JD Martinez is there. Both of which we looked at trades wise. Pete Alonso won it on the other side. Interesting. Cy Young's up there. Okay, what else we got? Kayla, man, we looked at him. I just didn't think he was going to do well. Man, the potential went up too. I would have definitely paid 12, 13 million knowing this. Hindsight, right? Hindsight, but there's that. Okay, 34 home runs. Ooh, Chris Beam. Beeman. I don't know what's wrong with me right now. Okay, let's see what we got going on here pitching wise. You know, it's looking like Davy Garcia may not be the guy we were hoping he was going to be, which would suck. I'm not going to lie. But if the rest of the starters could do some work, I think we'll be okay. Cole Irving, though, we might have something there. It looks like a couple hitters were sent down. Glaber being one of them. Brad Miller being another. How did Seth Brown progress? A little bit. Maybe he could be a new DH for us, which would be pretty decent. Tony Kemp, it's just an on-base machine. Doesn't really have the power, but he does get on base. Brock Holt, kind of the same thing. Just an on-base guy. And that's about it. So looking here, this is my leadoff hitter. 100%. Kyle Lewis, potential going down is not ideal. Not ideal at all. Castellanos was fantastic. Murphy, we can work with those numbers. Let's see. Bohm. I mean, it's just a lot of underwhelming numbers this offseason, or this season heading into the offseason. The Brewers defeat the Yankees. I think here we look to just bring in quality players rather than just making the trades, trying to get some players in return. Let's get some quality players. I'm going to pick up this option. It's only $1 million, and then I'll let the rest walk. So I still like the pieces that we do have. I just need them to be a little bit better. So let's see here. So like, I know you guys are gonna be like, you always have Glaber at short. You always have him. He's just super easy to trade for, and he normally does really well. So left field, big question mark, right? We do have our catcher. A DH is just a huge piece we need, 100%. And then DH in left field. And then pitching wise, let's just strengthen this bullpen a little bit, and I feel like we'll be good. I think that's the move there. So let me see how much money we have. All right, we have just under 100 mil to play with. And like I said, bullpen is an area I want to improve. Let's see who's available here. I don't trust Miguel Castro at all. He looks like he'd be good. I don't trust him. I just don't. I just have like really bad luck with him. Just can't do it. Edwin, kind of the same thing. Chad Green, kind of the same thing. Am I really going to go after him? He only wants like 5 mil. All right, I'll give him 6 mil. We'll take a shot on him. 6 mil actually isn't that bad. We could really go out and get a starter. We have the money to do it. We have a lot of money. So let's see here. Left fielders, don't really have one. So I'm okay with moving Castellanos to left. So now do I go Judge, Marte, Joey Gallo, or Mitch? I think if we're going to go for someone, it's going to be Gallo. Oh, wow. Joey Gallo was bad. Okay. Judge or Marte is really what it comes down to. Do we need a little bit of power in our lineup? Chris Davis is leaving. So, yeah, we're going Judge. We're going Judge. It's going to look strange, but we're going Judge. We're going to give him the player option. That should be good enough. And then offensively, so then Judge will be right. Castellanos will be left. DH. Who do we go for a DH? Or do we have anybody? I mean, not really. I do need to show you the players that we signed from the draft. We had Von Rarbra. Von's in the team. He's actually looks pretty good. And then we have Henry Montoya, but that was really about it. So a DH. We could bring back Max Muncy. I'm actually kind of in on that, because then Seth Beer could just be the DH, and we kind of do need a lefty in the lineup. So Max Muncy kind of fits exactly what we need. I'm in on Max Muncy. We have the money to do it. I'll do 4 years. We'll bump this up. Man, am I really going to need to throw in that 5th year? Looks like it. All right, so we'll give him the player option on the 5th year. It's going to be 20 mil a year. It is a lot. But let's get the deal done. I mean, even Trey Mancini, who's a little bit different than we normally pick up, looks pretty good. So do I switch it up and go Trey Mancini, or do I bring in Max Muncy? This one's kind of tough. I'm not going to lie. You know what? Man. I feel like bringing Muncy back, though. We'll get Mancini in the next rebuild. I just feel like that's probably a move that I would do. So let's leave it there. Those are our 3 moves. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. I feel like we should have. Okay, so Muncy went to the Angels anyway. So let's go and see if we can get Trey Mancini now. All right, he's still available. I'll go. What was it? 440. Like, all right, let's go. I guess we'll just go 5. We'll do this. We'll bump it up. Give him the player option. And that should lock him in, right? That should lock him in. So Contreras goes to the Astros. I might lose somebody in the 40-man, but I'm not too worried about it right now. Let's see. Did we get our moves? We did. So now we've got Judge in right, Castellanos in left. We bump him up a little bit in the lineup. So we've got something looking like this. Mancini takes over for first or DH. It doesn't really matter at this moment, but already that lineup looks so much better than what we were using. So now we just kind of look and see what other names become available in free agency and kind of just start picking up names. I mean, we're looking pretty solid. So let's get through this point. Boom. And then let's see any other names sticking out that I could use. Doesn't really look like it. So I think I'm gonna leave it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it. I think we've got a good team. Our bench, I guess we could use like an infielder, right? Let's see. Boom. Yeah, maybe an infielder. Let's just sign one right now. Let's just get one. Let's see. What do we got here? Alberto, Brock, Defoe. I don't really want him. Man, actually, some of these names kind of suck. Oh wait, we used Jace Peterson once, and he was kind of nasty. Let's bring him into the team. He was actually kind of good when we used him in a video. Few videos back. I forgot which one it was, but he was actually kind of good. So let's bring him into the team. Let's get to the Rule 5 draft. Let's see what becomes available, if we can get anybody realistically. And let's see here. Maybe a reliever. Let's see. Quackenbush looks good, but he's 34. Maybe Taylor Williams. Let's try Taylor Williams. And then let's leave the rest. And I think that's it. That's our offseason done and dusted. Let's do it. Daniel Schneider, Ben Ruda, who got chosen in the Rule 5 draft for me, and then Aramis Garcia gets me Nick Anderson of the Rays, which is actually someone that we needed. So that actually works out pretty well. Bullpen looks like that. Davy Garcia, starters pretty identical to what we had last year. And then lineup wise, I think we need one more player. No, we're actually good. Lineup wise, we're set. Yeah. Nicky Lopez, Kyle Lewis, Castellanos, Judge, Murphy, Mancini, Bohm, Glaber, and Seth Beer. Yeah, I mean, we could switch it up, maybe get a better DH, but I'm pretty happy with it. We do have a couple players becoming free agents. I know that, but we have money still, so like I'm okay holding off for now. I'm gonna leave it. I'm liking this team. What are we ranked? 14th. We're second in contact, 8th in power, and 8th in pitching. It's the defense and the speed that's hurting us. But honestly, I'm liking this team. I think this is a team that's we're gonna win some games. So let's finish off this second season. I think this is the year we actually win. So it won the division 101-61, which is kind of what I expected. I knew we'd win the division. I didn't know if we were gonna win 100 games. Cole Irving though, kind of good. Like that's good to see. No awards, not even in the mix for anything, which is kind of disappointing. Not even a Cy Young. Okay, batting title, Nicky Lopez was up there, which is cool to see. Let's see here. What about reliever of the year? No, Tyler Wells, really? Maybe someone I need to keep an eye on for future rebuilds, just to kind of get an idea for a reliever there. Okay, let me make sure like the rotation and all that stuff's good to go. Okay, so we're actually gonna rock with an extra pitcher during the postseason. I mean, Davy Garcia was really good here. Paul Blackburn came up again, was really solid, almost identical to what he did last year. Miguel Castro, like I said, I was a little worried about him. That's what happened. Taylor Williams, not a bad pickup. Gregory Soto, kind of meh. And if you look at it, it's because of the control and the walks per 9. They're just really low. It's tough to work with those. Paul Sewald, whatever it is. Paul, good season. We've got Gratterall, who was decent. Not as good as he was last year, but still really strong. And then Nick Anderson, I think, was it was a necessary pickup. We needed the help, and it worked out pretty well. Frankie Montas, solid. Maile was really good too. Luis Castillo kind of struggled, but he's going up and up and up. So like that'd be a player I'd probably hold on to. Cole Irving, been surprisingly one of our best pitchers. So 200 innings as well. That's big. That's really big. And then Cal Quantrill is probably one of my favorite pickups lately in rebuilds. He's a super easy pitcher to trade for, and he just develops pretty quickly. So it's just one of those like back end rotation guys that I think is really good to get. Let's see here. Tony Kemp, bench bat, a lot better than last year. So that's good to see. Jace Peterson, if you need a lefty killer, this guy, he's got those reverse splits. I don't know what it is. The guy just is a really good lefty hitter. So this is kind of my bench bat to go to versus lefties. He's like the Matt Duffy on the other side. And then Reese McGuire was actually a pretty good hitter off the bench as well for our backup catcher. Nicky Lopez, just good. Kyle Lewis, better than last year too. I like to see that. Nick Castellanos, really similar to last year. Really similar, just struck out a lot more. We got Judge, who was really good. Murphy was solid. Kind of same as last year. Some numbers here were a little bit better, some were a little bit worse. Trey Mancini, man, I like that. He might be a guy I go to more often. I mean, why not? Alec Bohm was solid. This is just a really well-rounded team. Alrighty, who are we facing in the postseason? The Astros. Okay, and we advance. Cole Irving, man. Cole Irving is getting us through, taking on the White Sox. And hold on, where are we at on this? So yeah, Cal Quantrill. And then we're going to go like this. Cole Irving might actually... Yeah, we'll leave it there. We'll leave it there. So the White Sox, how are we going to do here? Actually, I want to take a look at their team. Let's take a look here. So we should have looked at the Astros squad too. Some changes. Urias, Contreras, Angle, Nova. Yeah. Okay, so what about the White Sox? What do we got here? Looks like a White Sox team. All right, so we lose the first one, win the second, win that one. Come on, win this one. World Series taking on the Brewers. Okay, so I'm okay with Maile, Irving. Actually, maybe just kind of something like that for the postseason. And then we'll take a look at the Brewers lineup. Let's see what the Brewers have for us. Ty France, okay. Hunter Renfroe, who they actually just acquired in real life. And then looking at their pitching staff, it kind of looks like the Brewers. Just a couple changes. All right, postseason time. And by postseason, I mean World Series time against the Brewers. And we're one game away. Like, we need to shut it down here. We're rocking the roads. That's okay. I like it. I was going to wear some weird combo, but maybe give us luck. Let's go with Frankie Montas. Let's close it against Corbin Burns. This is a good start. Just bring in the run, to be honest. I'm okay with... See, there we go. We got extra runs anyways. 3-0. I like it. I don't like this situation, though. A sac fly. So they do get one back. But, all right, another sac fly. Okay, that's not what you want. Man, we gotta take advantage of those runners in scoring position. Like this. That's all you had to do. That's all he has to do. Get that run back. It's now 4-1. Okay, now it's 4-2. So, I mean, 2 runs, I don't feel comfortable, like, at all. I really don't. Okay, 3 runs. It makes it a little bit better. I'll sac fly all day. Might as well try it. Might as well get that small ball. Get that run in. Runner was thrown out. That's tough to see. Frankie Montas has a lot of energy, though. So, like, if we can keep him in as long as possible, that's good. There we go. We get 1 in. Get the little sac fly. Okay, or not. Bases loaded now. Another run scores. A sac fly. And a pop-up. 8-2. I mean, at this point, it's got to be 1 and done, right? Like, it's over. Montas, like, I'm gonna take you out now. I am gonna take you out. We're gonna go to Brewstar, and in the 9th, I mean, that's not what you want to see, but there it is. There's a World Series. Whew. 8-4. I mean, if you look at it, 10-6, 11-4. We kind of did do well, you know, against the Astros. Had 1 tough game against the White Sox. Had 2 tough games, but for the most part, offense was thriving, man. 6 runs, 10 runs, 13 runs, 10 runs, 11 runs, 8 runs. Like, our offense was killing it. I mean, look at the top 3 hitters. 300, Judge, you know, like, everybody was just kind of doing well offensively. Pitching wise, what do we got going on here? Let's see. I mean, top 3 we're doing well. Bullpen, Ball Blackburn got roughed up a little bit. Gregory Soto did as well, but for the most part, I mean, this was a good team. What was our budget like? 81 mil? We have so much money to play with. This is a team that is built to win, and we turned it around. We got rid of the key players that everyone knows about the Athletics, and we just turned things around. I liked it. I like this one. This was a quick turnaround, a fun turnaround. I know we probably spent a little bit more money than anticipated, but in reality, did we? Like, yes, Judge, that's a move I wouldn't expect Oakland to do. Trey Mancini for 13 mil. I don't really see that as too expensive. 12 mil for Castellanos. Everybody else, I feel like that kind of fits in a wheelhouse. I like it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, thumbs up down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and enjoyed the content. And of course, in the comment section, let me know what you guys want to see next. Peace.